evening, everyone. Welcome back to Red Lentil Healing. I am sitting here. I don't know about y'all, but I set a really tight girdle, tighter than a fat broad wearing a, we call those band-aid dresses with no girdle type budget for sorry, I cracked myself up. The visual is great. I set a very stringent tight budget for my Christmas shopping this year. Some of you guys, we're the Amazon kings and queens. Some of us, just don't care. We want to do homemade gifts. I was talking to a really good friend of mine who was super relieved that her family was like, yeah, we're not exchanging gifts this year. This is just whack as schnizzles. And I was like, my family's not there yet, but I have noticed we do Secret Santa. And our Amazon wish lists are getting more and more practical every year. Folks is just like, can I get socks and drawers? Maybe some cheap wine, Spody Odie. I love it, just personally, because I've been beyond the I need a whole bunch of crap. Years ago, I'm still relatively young. I'm getting older, but I'm relatively young, and I just don't need a whole bunch of stuff. If I want it, I would have bought it myself. So it makes me wonder, with our economy is doing okay. It's not super fantastic, but it's doing okay. It's not, we're not hurting. Our stock market seems stable. Black Friday sales, I was watching that, was roughly, I think they projected over 8 billion. I'll have to research this and see if I was correct. But I want to know overall, just for retailers, I have a lot of friends and family in retail. How are retailers going to fare this Christmas season? Because that will also predict trends for next year. How we end with the retail season kind of starts to kind of predict how things will go for next year. If you don't believe me, you've never worked retail, you've never worked, you're just not paying attention, boo-boo kitty. I just hate to say it. So I just want to pull a couple cards because I'm just really curious. I want this one right here to see just kind of how retailers are going to do this Christmas season and how things are going to go. So just going to do a quick reading. So the present is the Ten of Swords. That's really fascinating. So kind of looking again, failure, collapse, defeat, betrayal. That's kind of how it is right now. So maybe the sales aren't as positive as they're hoping, and it's just kind of a slow uptick. Even though they said that sales, Black Friday were 8 billion, I think the year before the news story I heard was 13 or 14 billion. So I could see things were kind of going a little slowly. So that's the present. What is the desire? Desire is the Nine of Wands. So again, kind of looking at resilience. You're going to just keep persevering. You're going to hopefully see more sales, especially, I'm sorry, that's the Four of Wands. Girl, I need glasses. Jesus Christ. So celebration. Woo! Woo, woo. Start again. I need to learn how to read Roman numerals. That's the Four of Wands. So, celebration. They're looking at, okay, maybe, it's starting awful, but hopefully we can pull something off at the end, kind of pull this through, see, with these last minute sales, maybe we can pull something out. Maybe we can stay open, really late Christmas Eve, drop things off at, 30% early, 40, 50%, make our poor workers stay at these daggum stores late at night and they miss Christmas with their family so we can make a buck. That's the desire, is the celebration. What is what's working for them? So what's the benefit? That's Judgment. Very interesting. Major Arcana right here. So we're looking at Judgment, Reflection, Reckoning, Awakening. So kind of maybe realizing too that we're kind of waking up and seeing maybe this is going to be a good season or may not be a good season. People are also judging us, our communities. They're seeing that we're doing well. A lot of shoppers like, hey, you know what? bump Amazon or bump Kmart, bump this. We're going to go do our own thing. Or maybe they're following like my friend's family and just like, you know what? Let's not put that emphasis on the material, and let's kind of bring it in closer to home. So maybe that's what's kind of working for them, and people are going to be a little bit more practical. What's the opposition? The opposition is the Seven of Pentacles. So again, setting the you're planting your seed and waiting for it to grow. So that's the opposition. They've, you know, put things out. They're trying to get these new people to these sales to flourish. They're trying to get people to come in, but they're still waiting for their seed to harvest. So that's what's working against them right now. They're just not seeing the benefit yet, so they can celebrate like they wish. And they're seeing kind of the king of the Ten of Swords, the disaster and the failure that's kind of coming right now. And the outcome is the Emperor, another major arcana. So we're looking at, again, the Emperor is telling us that it is, you know, structure, control, authority. So structure, we've got this regiment that's worked for us. That's kind of how I'm picking this up, is that we've got this thing that's worked for us and we're just kind of keep it going. So we're not gonna sway outside of the norm. We know that we've done the, you know, the Cyber Mondays, you know, we've done this, we've done that, and we're just gonna hold true. We're gonna continue to, it's Christmas season. We're not in a recession. We know that little Jimmy still wants the GI Joe with the kung fu grip. So we're just gonna keep our structure, you guys. We're gonna keep it going. The CEOs, they don't want to stray from the norm. This to me feels more of like whoever's dictating this, whoever these major companies. When I say major companies, I'm looking at the major shops, you know, the Bezos, whoever's over Target, whoever's over Walmart, these major big box retailers. They're going to stick with the norm because that's what they know. Because again, that desire, wanting to see the celebration and wanting to see the profit, they're just going outside of the norm may not give them what they want, but they're also challenged with knowing that judgment people may or may not want. We're tired of the okey doke, you know, but the okey doke for them is sticking with what we have and keeping with the norm. We'll see if it's true. We'll see how this plays out. I'm very curious to see. I just wanted to do a very general and very basic reading to kind of see, because I'm curious, you know. I worked retail for years. Like I said, I got family and friends in retail. So I'm just curious to see how this plays out. So that's it. If you care, great. Thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. I'll give rat's toot. Helps, you know, just all for fun anyway, for entertainment purposes. So hope you're having a great day, evening, morning, wherever you are. Thanks for checking out Red Lentil. Have a great one. Bye.